E-waste, or electronic waste, describes discarded electrical devices such as computers and mobile phones. E-waste is growing at a rate of about 40 million tons per year. 13% of this waste is recycled. Most of the recycling happens in developed countries. This is because consumers in both developed countries and undeveloped countries buy new gadgets and discard their old ones. What can be done to improve things? If all countries help reuse their electronics, e-waste will most definitely be reduced. The e-waste should be recycled too, but countries need to find a less harmless way to recycle them and take out precious metals and materials.
Which countries are primarily affected? The countries that are primarily affected are Europe, South Africa, India, China, Japan, Ghana, North America, and Oceania. However, the most affected country is China because of increasing electronic waste. Roughly 70% of the e-waste ends up in China. Therefore, China has to deal with the environmental damage and health problems related to the increasing number of e-waste.
What is the environmental impact? The airborne dioxins chemical gas from the electronic waste evaporates and also harms the atmosphere. The gas condenses and turns into chemical water, which precipitates into rivers, lakes, drinking water, and oceans. The fish and other sea life are also affected. They can get diseases and the population may decrease. In Guyana, China, the copper, nickel, and lead levels in rice paddies were above international standards. The chemical liquids also soak into the ground and soil. In road dust, there were over 300 times of lead than a normal village's road dust and over 100 times of copper. This affects both trees, plants, and wildlife.
What are the what are the health effects? Treating the electronic waste with open air burning can use to retrieve precious metals, but this is toxic and it may cause pulmonary and cardiovascular disease. Gunyah, China is known as the largest e-waste recycling site in the world. The people living there have high risk of having digestive, neurological, respiratory, and bone problems. For example, 80% of the children in Gunyah experience breathing problems and are especially at risk of lead poisoning.